I know of a place where no one ever gets harmed. My boy SpongeBob was harmonizing. Boy said, indoors, indoors, indoors.
Take it away, Chip.
Acting like a real Smurf with magical charm. Indoors. Take it away, Penny. It's good times.
Fast times at Ridgemont High, baby.
Yeah. You ain't never lied about that.
Dude.
Gotta get one with the collar. Turtleneck. And I'm down with my friend. I'm trying to get revenge. You'll be all out of love in the end.
The episode we on 9? Nah.
9.
9.
Hey, run my applause, man. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go. We was messing up. We almost started off the pod bad. I had your mic on.
Good.
That would have been real bad.
So that means that none of what I said
we would have to
was
do this whole
recorded.
thing over again. Hey, man, it's a great day to be on NSP. Episode 9. You're running applause back because the mic was off.
Damn.
We do this live.
That was almost bad.
We do this live, baby. We ain't perfect.
Well, just imagine if I had got all the way home and you was running this shit back like the mic wasn't on the whole time.
It was no.
They wouldn't have got an episode this week. Yeah.
Hey, bro, can you come back, bro?
Oh,
I know
man.
it's an hour. But
God. I'd have had to take a nap.
oh, my God.
Oh, that'd have been bad.
Hey, man, this is episode 9. It's another great day to be on NSP with
Yes,
your
sir.
host. It's me, South Carolina's very own PM.
Baltimore's very own Clay.
And we back in this thing, PM and Clay, Clay and PM. Man, I'm just had the
get
mic
right
off.
today.
Had the mic off. I'm stuttering. Man, it's a
Oh,
rough
man.
day today.
It's okay.
But how we do it, every time like we always do it, for the return viewers, you already know. But, you know, we still getting to the pace of things. We officially going into our 3rd month, episode 9. We got 2 months of episodes. So our first segment, as always, we got Preaching to the Choir. And for the new viewers, we have a plenty of unique viewers. I'll be looking at y'all, seeing y'all in the analytics. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Get down there and subscribe, like it, comment, share, everything you got to do. We going up. But Preaching to the Choir is every week, me and Clay, we pick our favorite music, whether it's a song or an album, whatever it is, mixtape, we don't care. Any body of music that got the aux and the chokehold, that you can't take out the Bluetooth in the house, in the car, everything you doing. Hey, this song, you got it on repeat. So I'll let you kick it off this week since I did last week.
All right. I appreciate that. This week, I had to take it back. Travis Scott, 5% Tint. That's definitely a banger. He got a couple bangers on there, too.
Astro World is one of the
Yeah,
ones.
he got a couple bangers on there, too. But, yeah, you know, ain't nothing heavy. You know it's been in the aux.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know, I ain't got to go in depth of why. But it's just what I've been rocking with this week.
And I think everybody will remember the times when Astro World came out. Personally, for me, y'all know. If y'all return, y'all know I'm a Drake stan. So in that, I think it's the second song. What's the name of the joint with Drake? Sicko Mode. So number 3.
That was number 3.
So I just remember the album Sun is Down, Freezing Cold. And then you already
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that was
oh
definitely
my God.
That was definitely the summertime anthem.
When I heard Drake on there, it was up. But up 5%. And I think we alike this week because I'm going with another Travis Scott Astro World joint. I'm going with No Bystander.
The party never ends.
Mm-hmm.
In a motel laying with my sins. I'm trying to get revenge.
Oh my God! When
That's
that beat,
a banger too, though.
when that beat drops, oh my Lord!
No, but you know what's crazy? Remember when Travis Scott was watching? Did you see the YouTube video when he was watching the I guess it was the the video, the actual video.
Oh, yeah,
He was
yeah.
in the house, turned up when that.
Oh
beat
yeah,
dropped.
what is it? The documentary. we
Yes,
had,
that's what it was. It was a
on
documentary
Netflix.
Yes.
Oh
that's
my
what
God,
It
what's the name? Like Birds in the Trap or whatever it is. Whatever the name of the documentary.
But he was watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and when that damn beat dropped, he was hype as a bitch.
It was everybody. Came out. Everybody came out from the pool. They was outside. They was in the crib recording it. Oh yeah.
Jumping on the couch and whatnot. They was having
yeah.
a grand old time.
Especially his in that documentary. I can't remember the name, but whatever. They with the crowd. Oh my God, them Travis Scott crowds be going crazy. He be getting arrested. They be talking about, oh, I'm ready to die.
Full mosh pit.
They be like, I'm ready to die for the flame right now.
Yeah, you're on your own, my friend.
Travis Scott got that rage. He's the Lord of the Rage, man. But hey, we on the same page. I like that. So Travis Scott's going up.
Yes,
Astro World. Y'all go run that back. Some of y'all, it's been a couple years. I think Utopia is coming out soon. I already announced that the next album, Utopia. But when he announces out, it might be a year from now that it
you never know.
So
he got a lot of bangers that can hold him over. So I mean, hey,
yeah,
hats off to you because I know that industry is real brutal when it comes to not making music. So
yeah, it could get real treacherous.
Yeah, no.
But how we do it, how we always do on NSP, we pushed it to the end of the pod last week. But our second segment, we get into one of our favorite parts, the questions of the day.
This is really my favorite part. Like, I like the topics that we talk about, but this really be my favorite part because it's just uncut.
Sometimes you just
gotta.
Sometimes you gotta just talk about the topics because it's the hottest thing. But when you make it personal, when you get into these questions, and y'all love it too because the reaction on the TikToks, Instagrams, all that, Facebook. Y'all be on it in the comments. Y'all be putting all your good reactions, how y'all feel about them. That's where we get our most engagement. So we gonna keep up with them.
Yeah.
And let y'all get these questions today. With our first one being, if you had to choose, would you rather marry the first person you ever had sex with in your life, or you had to be at the first job you ever had for the rest of your life? Meaning, you never move up. You just stay at that job. And that's it. Or be with the first person you was ever with ever in life. How you feeling on that?
Death has to be an option. Ain't no way in hell I'm answering this question. Because somebody, somewhere, is going to be like, yo, I remember where you used to work at. No, I'm not answering this one. We're going to have to, nope.
For me, my very first job, right, I was a paper boy when I was like 10 years old. I was on a bike. I was on the bike. They used to drop off the bundles of papers, had to roll them up, newspaper, put it in the plastic, all that. Y'all, all the stuff y'all don't care about, the extra stuff. Get on the bike, they give you the little map. Go throw the papers at the door. I'm throwing papers for the rest of my life. Y'all gonna see me. I don't care what type of money I'm making. I ain't going back. We ain't going back. I'm going to be slinging papers for the rest of my life. If I got 50 years left, y'all going to see me on a bicycle throwing that Sunday newspaper in the big bulky joint.
Next question. God.
Oh, my God.
Trying to get me knocked upside my head.
Exactly. Some of these questions be treacherous now.
I'm not falling for that trap. I don't give a goddamn about that content.
So our next one, right? It was would you rather, and would you rather go for jail for a year straight, 12 months straight in that thing, or you have to go to jail every weekend for 5 years of your life?
God damn.
So 5 years of life, Friday when you get off, you go to jail, you get out Sunday night, report back to work Monday, or just a straight year.
I'm gonna just have to do a straight year and get it over with, bro, because that taking breaks and you enjoying life during the week, and then you come back and you gotta spend time with a whole bunch of funky motherfuckers during the weekend. It's like, nah, bro. Then you know how some people operate. They be trying to use you. Oh yeah, yo, when you go out there, bring this back. You know that I'll do a year straight.
Yeah, especially that weekend, because I remember weekend jail wasn't there. I can't remember who it was. I know somebody who got sentenced. They had to go to jail on the weekends to serve out their sentence. But
ass.
I'm going 12 months straight. Like, what are we talking about?
It's like a part-time job. You work during the week, and then you got to spend time in jail for the next 5 years. No, just give me that 1 year straight.
I'm not working 40 hours a week to go to jail every weekend sitting here.
Can't even turn up. I'm be getting drunk during the week.
Right, especially in jail. They be in there 3, 4, 5 in the morning, yelling, singing, rapping, going crazy. Like, I'm not going to jail every weekend, and I done work 40 hours a week. This is torture. Like, just send me there for the year. I'm gonna eat my 3 straight meals a day of that bullshit Nutrilo they serve in jail.
Yo,
and I'm thugging it out.
give me top ramen and
Right.
weights for a whole year straight. You hear me?
Where's
Demon
my
home.
Demon
home.
Come home bulky like that too. If I go every weekend, I don't even got a chance to get right fitness wise.
Yeah.
At least if you go there for a year, you on your game. You can come back bulky.
Stay out of trouble. Keep my head down. Just there, do my time and go home, man. You know.
Yeah, for real.
Try to get a job in the library or something.
Right, because then too, like you could work it however you need to work if you're in there for a year. Like you get to
There's a lot of
establish a
programs,
relationship. You get to move. You get to move how you need to move. Figure out what you need to figure out.
Don't be nobody.
Not. Come on, 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
Out of here. So our next one too. This one is a little probably could be a blast from the past for most people, but our third question of the day is, what is the craziest thing you ever did to get a girl like you?
Damn.
It's crazy. You can think because I remember specifically while you think on it. I remember it had to have been 3rd grade. I was living on the West Coast at the time. And I had this girl in elementary school. Man, never got to talk to her, nothing like that. But she was just everything to me. This was the crush. This is the apple of my eye. And I thought as a young boy, the most manliest thing I could do, get to impress her. So we at lunch, I would always make it a point to sit at her table, right? And I would always get chocolate milk or whatever. They would have whole milk or chocolate milk. So I would always get the chocolate milk. I remember every day for like 2 weeks, I would sit down at the table, I would open a carton of my milk, and I would chug the milk as fast as I could, and I thought that would impress her.
Yo.
I can't remember her name, but I swear, in my mind, I'm like, oh, she gonna think I'm manly. If I sit here and chug this chocolate milk as fast as I possibly, like what? I don't know what was going on in my brain to ever think like the girls in 3rd grade. Yeah, yo chugging that milk. You see the way yo chug that milk? Oh, I'm in there. Good. That was really my mindset.
Sicko. Damn. Now that I think about it, my mom told me about the story, but I don't remember none of it. But she told me that I was elementary school boy. I was a player. I had like crushes on everybody or whatever the case may be. That's what my mom used to tell me. And she was like, one day she got a phone call from the school. I don't remember what school it was or what grade I was in at the time. And she was like, yeah, the teacher had called and said, you might want to come up here. We have some belongings that we think might belong to you. So my mom was like, belongings? Like, what are you talking about? Man, my mom said that I brought a pair of her heels.
Oh, my God.
A pair of her earrings.
Oh, my God.
Just to give to this girl that I had a crush on, just to get her to like me. So my mom came up there, got this stuff, and was just like, I don't think I got in trouble or anything. But basically, I was just giving away my mom's stuff to this girl.
You went straight Pirates of the Caribbean in her closet.
Straight sucker.
with the
straight munch.
with the Spider-Man backpack loading it up with heels.
Loading up with heels. Loaded heels and earrings. Like, the fuck was I doing?
Oh, my God.
What type of shit is that? Now, what's crazy is, now that I got kids, I be having to watch them because, like, I'll have, like, my AirPods or my Apple Watch. My Apple Watch be sitting on a charge or whatever, and Jaden and I would just take it and put it somewhere.
Oh, they quick.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I didn't even hear you or like see you do this. Like, when the hell did you get my damn shit? Like,
kids are quick. Mine will take and they'll put it in their diaper bag. So they'll take the remote, they'll take anything electronic, anything they not supposed to have, phones, electronics, whatever.
Shit, they had one of my mom and dad's remotes when they stayed over there a couple weeks ago, and they still can't find that joint. I don't know, I don't know where you might well go ahead and get on Amazon and get you a new one.
Yeah, they might have threw that joint in the trash can. You took the trash out.
Oh,
and
trust and believe. I just realized that they throw their toys in the trash now because I went and took the trash out today. It was 3 bags, So I'm like, what the hell is all this shit rattling around this goddamn trash can? I look in the side of the bag, and you can see in it a little bit. It ain't completely see-through, but it was some toys in that joint. I said, well,
Look,
I ain't taking them bitches out. Them shit's going in the trash. They already got enough toys.
and you know that phase lasted. We went through that for like a good 3 months.
Bro.
Like my son was just doing that, like anything, remote, trash, toys, trash, phone, trash. So all the time throughout the day, I gotta look in the trash can, make sure my phone ain't in there, remotes ain't in there, electronics, they toys wasn't in there.
Boy, my AirPod went missing earlier today. Boy, I almost had a conniption.
Straight in the
Luckily,
trash.
they got that Find My AirPod joint. Boy, I was pinging that left AirPod. Found him.
Ring a ding ding ding
Right.
ding. Well, rolling back in these questions, right? We got one, and this is I don't know how this one's gonna go for us. I'm kind of excited to hear the answers, but this one was: would you get on a plane with 100 seats total? Right? There's 100 seats, but randomly mid-flight, you 30,000 feet in the air. 10 of the seats, so 10% of the people get ejected. Eject those seats, though, you done.
God.
But if you get on this flight and you're not one of the people, it's completely random. So you can't tell. It could be your day or it couldn't be. So if you survive the flight and you make it, you one of the 90 people who survive, you get $20 million. Are you taking that chance?
I mean, life is a gamble, so shit. Why not?
Eject those seats.
Like, I just, hey, some days you the bug, some days you the windshield. Like,
some days you the pigeon, sometimes you the statue.
So hey, I'll take a chance. 20 million. I like my odds.
Yeah, you can roll the dice on that.
I think I'm one of God's favorites, to be honest.
Yeah, for real, guys.
So I'm gonna take my chances. $20 million richer. I ain't got to get back on that plane ever again.
Never.
Well, that's some, what's that, Squid Game shit? That's some Squid Game shit right there.
Yeah, for real. Because
I ain't got no parachute or nothing, just
nothing.
Instant death.
If you get ejected CO, it's over. You better have a good time.
Man,
30
Dad,
feet.
I'm going to have some parachute pants or something when I get on that guy. I'm going to have that tucked away somewhere.
Like undercover.
You ain't going to get me.
Like undercover brother.
Hell yeah. Cole Medina.
I'm rolling the dice too. I'm taking that 20 million
Why
change.
not?
Because but it's just what do you do if you sitting there and right next to you, just boom.
Damn.
You just
I hope
start
I'm sleeping.
shaking.
I would hope if that's some shit like that happened, I would hope that I'd be asleep.
Yeah, for
Because if
real.
I'm awake, oh boy.
Oh, it's over with.
Damn.
I could imagine like if you one of them 10 seats and you just feel like
Feel
takeoff, rocket launch out of nowhere.
Boy, I'm gonna hide my parachute somewhere in that.
It's gonna be take me to the king.
Yeah. It's gonna be go Gadget parachute. That you talking about?
Oh my god!
I ain't going out that easy. Shit, you gonna have to work for this death bitch.
Yeah, for real.
Shit.
And speaking of another go gadget. Speaking of another go gadget, remember go gadget had the boxing glove that used to pop out his chest.
Pop out his hat.
That's for
chest wherever.
That's for our next question. And our next question would be for $50,000 cash. Somebody's holding 50 bands in their hand. Would you punch your dad as hard as you possibly can for 50 bands cash?
Yo, is it a designated spot?
Square in the nose.
Yo.
Square in the nose.
Yo.
You just got to cock back and just park him.
Yo.
Put him in park. What you do? I mean, you got to go cock back and put your own pops in park for 50 bands.
I remember growing up, I used to tell my dad, I said, it's going to be a day one day. It's going to be me and you. Hey, that 50,000. It's like, nah, you're going to have to give me a little bit more than that. Oh, man, that was hilarious. I already know which way you going with that.
I'm sorry. Hey, you're done.
Oh,
disclaimer
shit.
disclaimer to the
God,
fans watching, right? So I'm one of those guys that got unlucky or lucky, however you see it. My dad went in my life. He left me.
This shit ain't funny. This shit should not be funny.
So if one of them YouTubers pull up, you know, the Would You Rather YouTubers, and he pull 50 bands out the backpack, and he said,
Yo, what's crazy is I could just see if somebody was to pull up on me and my dad, and I looked at my dad would already had his fist balled up. Like, I wish the you would. Like,
look, my dad is getting parked. He's getting parked. You going from drive to park real quick.
Dad, when you see this, just know I ain't take that chance.
Look, Dad, if you ever see this, you ever watching this, you out there somewhere, and don't let nobody ever pull up on me with you and offer me 50 bands because you getting put in park.
Golly. That shit should not have been as funny as it was, but it was.
Dad turned into a straight traffic stop over here. Oh my God.
That was funny as hell. Oh man.
Okay, so running to the next one, right? We have, I think this is a pretty easy. I was watching people answer this, so I got this off of YouTube. I'm like, I don't understand who wouldn't run with this, but I just want to see the perspective. And it's, if you had a choice to make $30K less, but your best friend made $60K more, would you do it?
Hell yeah, we gonna eat.
Exactly.
That's a no-brainer.
I seen so many people answer this, and then it's like, especially if you take $30K less, I take $60K more, we just break it down in half, and now between us we made $30K more. This is simple math.
Right, like, shit.
This is simple. I've seen so many people like, hell no, bro. Man. I ain't taking that $30K less. I'm like, bro, if you just hit your man's on the phone, that's like me hitting on you on the phone and say you get 60. We just break in half.
That's it. And
now it's $30K more between us. But I seen person after person. I'm telling you, on YouTube I was watching. It's just like, hell no. I'm like, you the people that fail math.
Exactly.
And I fail math, but you really fail math.
Right. Like, well, I'm about to say, 'cause it's a no-brainer for me because I already know where we stand. We've been friends since we was, 15, 16?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we done slept on each other's couches. We done looked out for each other. Like, shit.
I'm telling you,
it's no-brainer.
This is the easiest no-brainer in the world.
All you stupid out there that couldn't
do the simple math. They couldn't even do the simple math.
You need that hooked on phonics. That's what it is. You need that hooked on phonics. What's that? Yo, what was the name? School of Rock or something like that.
I'm just a bill.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting on Capitol Hill.
Junction. What the is your mother function? Goddamn. Oh, hell no, you stupid.
Oh my God,
you stupid.
That was for us. I feel like that was just a little refresher to get them to our topics of the day, being our first one. So I never heard this person before last week, but apparently there's a I don't know if this is a YouTube or it's a dude.
That shit shaped just like the shoe he was probably wearing too. That's the crazy part.
And his name is Miss Funky Dineva. So I guess this person, I think it's trending that people are getting like corrective foot surgery. But with this foot, and we're going to bring it on the screen right here, right now, for you going to see it right here.
I'm about to say, you ain't putting that bitch on my face, is you? To bring the bitch up. You need to point all over here and shit.
I meant
right here. Right now. Damn.
So Funky Dineva. Dineva got a boomerang for a foot.
Oh my God. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. That shit like it hurt. That shit like your Oswald Cobblepot hand.
And I'm telling y'all seeing this and y'all see it. So I'm like, how did your foot end up like this? How you
stuffing them in them heels? That's what it look like. Because if you notice, like when women wear them pointy heels, I don't know what.
Oh yeah,
I think that
toes be all over each other.
Bro, it look like his foot is taking on that form right there. Like
and the big toe is playing hide and seek under the bottom.
I ain't even gonna lie, it's like a bunion.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Could you go to a chiropractor and I don't know.
You gotta have surgery because I mean that joint is out there. Like your foot is shaped like Australia.
It's like you're throwing up a middle finger.
Your foot is gang banging out here.
Damn.
I'm like, how do you? like this got to be a progressive thing. It had to keep going. Like
Yeah.
the way that your
But
big
at what
toes
point
under.
did you not realize that shit was gonna get worse? That's my only question.
Exactly. Like it was gradual. You had to see your big toe start hiding.
That's like watching your
and it
teeth
just keep
shift,
going.
and then once they finally start touching and you bite your cheek or some shit, then you finally
You're
go to the
like,
dentist.
I want to.
Get braces or something.
Or like when you get a toothache and all that, or you got a cavity and you wait till you gotta get a root canal, you got the pain in your teeth, nerves all f***ed up and all that. I'm like, no,
I just want to
ain't
know
no
at what
way.
point did you realize that this shit was only gonna get worse? Like, I don't know. To each his own, but I hope you get that corrective foot surgery because that shit looks crazy.
Right, painful.
Yeah.
And speaking of corrections, so we got New York City, and apparently, I know New York City, the big, what is it? The
Big
Bronx
Apple.
drill, popular out there. That Bronx drill might be going away real soon, because apparently, New York City is sinking due to the millions of buildings sitting on top of it. So trillions of tons worth of buildings. So they say New York's about to crack off and go to the ocean. They say by 2050, this thing will be 8 inches deeper than it was by 2050. And this thing, trillions of pounds of weight. So New York City is sinking under the collective weight of all its buildings, a new study found. A gradual process could spell trouble for the city, which the sea level has been rising for more than twice as fast as the global rate, as is projected to rise between 8 and 30 inches
Damn.
by 2050. Just imagine.
Sound like a sinkhole.
So I'm telling you, if you out there in the Bronx, you out there drill rapping, you might want to move. You might want to move to Atlanta because it's
What's
about to be
crazy is
over.
I'm not really a fan of New York, so it's like
Me either.
no offense to all my friends that's from New York, and the viewers watching, but I've never really been a fan of New York because it's just too busy for me, and like
Too much.
it's one of those cities where you really got to keep your head on a swivel because like people just bumping into you, and I don't like it. Just gives me anxiety, and I feel like I just gotta look over my shoulder, and I ain't got time for that.
Everybody outside and all that. And it's
Yeah.
going to seem crazy to some, like,
Yeah.
especially out from smaller or more rural states or smaller cities. They're going to be like, well, D.C. and
Like, even in the
Baltimore.
city,
They're going to be
bro,
like
yeah.
D.C. and Baltimore. Like, New York is a whole different beast.
I don't even really go to the city like that, bro. Just because it's like my anxiety kicks in, and I just be like, yo, this is too much.
It's too much, especially
it's
in
too
Baltimore.
much,
Well,
yeah.
D.C. too, but Baltimore really.
Yeah.
D.C. they keep it kind of like, it's so many police. You got Metro Police, FBI
Well, that's how it is
police, all the
for my
police.
birthday. Like
Yeah.
that's how it is down in that area. Like it's just police everywhere, but it's just like so much going on. Like that's why I really stopped going like that because it was like a period where I kept going because it's fun, but at the end of the day, I was just like, yeah, no, spending too much money. 1, 2.
Oh yeah.
Once the liquor wear off, the anxiety kick in. So it was like I'm ready to go home. So hey,
Especially too, like some black, like y'all Baltimore dudes, and some of them streets in Baltimore, them streets be loaded.
Yeah.
It'd be 100 dudes outside.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I'm like, hell no, I'm locking my doors. I'm rolling the windows up.
man, look, I done seen too many fights break out. I done seen some things, heard some things. Like when I see big crowds, bro, I just go the other way because I ain't trying to figure out what the hell going on.
Yeah, at all. Well, but one thing I'm trying to figure out what's going on is Jay-Z, Beyonce. I'm just at this point, like, just let me hold 20 bands. Like, what's 20 bands to y'all?
Donate to the NSP Foundation, and we gonna have to start that up.
'Cause-
God, dog, all that money.
Right, I'm telling you, because in the news, they purchased the most expensive home ever in California. So the story goes, Jay-Z and Beyonce snagged one of the greatest architectural masterpieces in the country, a 30,000 square foot home in the prime area of Malibu.
God.
They paid a king's ransom of $200 million for one house in Malibu.
I hope to touch a mill, but 200 mil?
200 million for
Golly.
your crib. Like,
Like, what's the mortgage like? Is it paid off or,
I'm telling you.
Golly. I mean, I'm pretty sure the home is paid off.
Yeah, because they billionaires. They got it.
God
They got
damn.
billions together, but
I mean, if you got it, shit. But me, I know for a fact if I had that much money, I would not spend it on a home of that magnitude. Like, I would get like one of these 5 or 6 bedroom homes, build it up nice, have my own theater. I wouldn't go too
Right.
crazy because it's like at the end of the day, you can't take none of that with you when you die. So
exactly. And then 200 million. I'm not telling nobody else If y'all got it, y'all got it. I'm not telling
you
you
how to spend y'all money. I'm
Speak,
just saying,
but
me personally, like if I had that much money, I'd be living real modest.
200 million. If you got 200 million, you could have changed a lot of people's lives. I'm just saying. I'm not saying y'all probably do. I know Jay-Z does a lot of activist stuff, especially with prison reform, getting people out of jail and all that. I'm sure Beyonce does too. So we're not saying that.
We would like some donations
saying, like,
from the Jay-Z and Beyonce fund.
Exactly. It's just like
please and thank you.
Tip 10 bands out your. 10 bands. That's like $1. You know what I mean? That's like 50 cents to you.
Let's just get 100 bands.
Like if you walking past me, Jay-Z, just boom, act like you dropped it. 20 bands, 30 bands, make it just 50.
Yeah, I feel that.
Make it 50 bands so I don't got to punch my dad in the face.
They worked hard to get that money. They worked hard to get where they at. So I salute them for that.
Oh yeah, for real.
You got it, spend it, shit.
Oh yeah. In our next topic, we got Lil Durk. He recently went on Academics podcast, and I think it's called Off the Record. And then he cleared up a lot of things, the NBA YoungBoy beef, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. But one of the things he was talking about was Gunna. And he cold called Gunna out and said he is straight up snitch. No way around it, nothing to do about it. And this is what he said right here.
That Gunna told. That man, I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told. You should have went in there and kept your mouth closed.
Damn.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was. I thought you were trying to reverse it. I'm like,
hell no.
I'm like,
I just said I know.
Gunna must have scared you. I'm like, yo, how did?
Huh?
I'm like, I don't know if Gunna like.
Hell no. I never like. I'm following. I don't know. I never like. Why I didn't? I don't know. I just don't take Instagram and all that type of shit serious. But if you a rat, you a rat. And if you rewind this clip a little bit, I looked into the camera and I told you, if you a rat, I hate you. Cause I love Thug.
You believe that Gunna told?
So apparently, Lil Durk, he's saying Gunna, he hates you. He said, rewind the clip. I looked into the camera and I said, I hate snitches. And I looked back at it and I kind of got what he was saying because he was relating to his dad. So he said his dad got life, but ended up, he got money. I don't know if he was able to appeal it or whatever. So his dad ended up getting life when he was 7 months old because somebody snitched on him. Now he's probably doing what he wasn't supposed to be doing. So just don't do no criminal activity. You want to go to jail because the streets ain't playing fair. The streets, all this street code stuff, all this that's out. Like 9% of people's gonna tell on you. All the dudes you think that are solid, that's all this. They gonna tell on you. They gonna fold on you. And when you're in jail, they're gonna be right there laying up with your baby moms, your girl, your wife, all that. So just stay out of
them catfish nuggets right in that grease. You can't even get up on your books.
But I got to understand it better when he said that because he's like, that took half of my life away. He's like, my mom raised me. She did a great job. Look who I am now. But he said, I needed my dad. I was a boy and I need my dad. And the only way I got this in was letters and on the jail phone. And he said, I always wanted my dad. My dad gave me great advice. But he like, you took half my life away. And it's because of snitching. Somebody was doing something with him. He thought it was gang. He thought it was a street code. He thought they was going to hold it down. And from the time he was 7 months old till 26, he said, or 26 or 27, and when his dad just recently got out, I guess, he just lost his dad. He needed his dad, especially growing up in the hood of Chicago. So he's like, that's the exact reason he'll never tell. That's the exact reason he hates snitches. He was a snitcher. So it looks like he's going hard on Gunna. So I don't know if this rap cap or real, but
nah, it sounds like it's real because Durk don't play about shit like that from what I've seen. Like anybody that look like they told or whatever, he ain't fucking with none of that shit. But me personally, I just don't put myself in situations like that because I know for a fact at the end of the day, if you're going to do something, do it on your own because ain't nobody going to say nothing but the witness and you. And I'm not here telling y'all what to do and get away. No, I'm just saying, like, if you are to do something dumb, don't bring anybody with you because you never know. Everybody say they friends and whatever the case may be, but you think you know a person till you don't.
Yeah, in the street code, I'm telling y'all, the street code is invisible. This invisible street code is not real. It's not real.
Boy, that boy in that mother on some First 48 shit, boy, selling his soul for Ultimate Feast at Red Lobster.
Look at the whole YSL trial. Look at how many people took pleas. It wasn't just Gunna.
No, I know.
It was a lot of them, and then one of them went straight back to jail for having a gun on him. I think it was his actual like real life blood brother. I think they call him Funk or something. I don't
understand that though. Like you literally can get away with something in the moment, but then you do something to get yourself put right back in the situation.
Get right back
What
caught
did
up
you
with a
not
gun.
learn from what got you there in the first place? It's like, yo, I'm already under an indictment. Let me just chill. No,
Right.
some of that don't register with a lot of people, and I don't understand why. I never will, because all it took for me was to get locked up one time. I ain't go back because I ain't want to look over my shoulder and had to worry about somebody trying to run down. No, bro, like that's crazy.
Exactly. And if you with this whole YSL thing, I don't know what their situation is. Of course, everybody with the YSL ain't gonna have money, but if you his blood brother and you got some type of money and you so worried about it, I don't know what the stipulations of his plea are. If you gotta stay in Atlanta, if you gotta stay in the house, why is you outside with a gun and you just got off on a plea deal?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's the most idiotic thing.
But they had the one dude. I think it was and excuse me if it's wrong. I'm saying the wrong person, but I think it was YSL Woody or one of them. They had it that he's been an undercover informant with the street code thing. He's been an undercover informant for like more than a decade. Remember they had the video of him snitching for like more than 3 hours. He was telling the police, "Oh yeah, I could get these people go do this crime if you let me out right now. I get on the phone." So like even like entrapping his own people to go do crimes. I'm like, this street code is not real. If you out here with the gang,
Everybody
you gang
out for
banging,
themselves, man.
you out here clicked up, you out here doing all. And especially if you young, you got all the time in the world to get out of this because the streets are not real.
Nope.
This is not real. None of it's real. You're not getting anything out of it, and these people will fold on you quickly.
Everything in life has an expiration date.
Exactly.
Like no matter how long you've been doing something, it's gonna come to an end eventually.
Yeah,
It never fails, and God forbid if it's death, jail, or anything else, like it has some form of fashion of just expiring and just not going the way that you wanted to go.
Yeah, especially when you're doing the wrong thing, when you're doing criminal activity. If you're doing a positive life, you're being a good civilian, you're doing the right things. The consequences of things ending is you just going on to the next thing. The consequences of things coming to an end in the streets is death or jail.
Yeah,
You're not getting out any other way unless you one in the middle. You see Lil Durk and you see Thug and all these other rappers that made it out the streets. They're 1 in 10 million.
yeah.
It's a million
Not
other
everybody is
rappers
fortunate.
who's not getting no views. They're not getting no plays. They're rapping about the streets, not getting nothing. They're not making no money, not doing nothing. So that's another thing for the kids. They see the Durks and the Thugs and all these people rapping about the streets, and they see all these all these people rapping about the streets. They're literally 1 in a million.
Yeah.
For each one of them, there's another million people trying to be rappers that are never gonna get out the hood. They're never gonna make it. They're never gonna get signed. They'll never see $5,000. They'll never see $3,000. Like, forget about it. You're not, and that's what most kids won't see today. Like, so all I can say from my personal point of view, kid, if you listen to this, I might sound old, I might sound dated, but hey, give that up. You ain't going nowhere with that street life at all.
Because we done seen too many cases where kids then thought that they was tough. Boy, they crumble as soon as the cuffs get slapped on their wrist. I done seen it time and time again.
And even some of the dudes from our high school, I know dudes from high school I played football with, all that. They serving life in prison right now.
Yep.
Because somebody else told them to go do this to somebody else. I know the stories, and I ain't going to say the details, but, like, there's people literally from our high school who are in, like, at a high school age, went to jail, like, they'll never come home. And they've been there since they was 17 and 18 years old. So almost half their life, they've been in prison. Because somebody else told them to go do this to somebody else, or they said, oh, we got beef with these people because of something that happened 50 years ago with your granddaddy, and it didn't trickle down. Because your granddad was in the street, your dad was in the streets.
And see, that'd be the other thing, too, though. Like, for me, like, it took me to get older to realize, like, all right, holding grudges and not liking somebody, it's only going to make matters worse because at the end of the day, you don't know what that person's mental state is like.
Exactly.
You don't know the trials and tribulations that they went through after y'all stopped beefing over whatever it was. Like, you might catch somebody on the wrong day, and now you stand down the barrel of a gun or something. Like, you just never know. That's why me personally, I just stay in my own lane. I focus on what I can control because at the end of the day, I got too much to lose.
Yeah, because it's way easier to be a bridge than a barrier in this life.
Hey, you ain't never lie about that, brother, man.
And with that, I think with that positive note, we probably came here to do what we needed to do today.
As always.
So we going to do it how we always do it.
Yes, sir.
Running with Mr. Twising himself, your younger brother, Baltimore's very own, out in L.A. doing it big. The beats, the sounds for NSP, all provided by him. Feeling good. looking good.
Mm-hmm.
It's been another great day to be on NSP, PM and Clay, Clay and PM. And like always, shout out to our presenting sponsor, Loyalty World Clothing Company. I tell you every week, go ahead, summer's coming.
Yeah.
Go grab you something nice, cop you something nice. Shout out to Loyalty World Clothing. Link is in the description. Shout out to Mr. Aaron, always working, Baltimore's very own. And he really takes that title seriously because he's always working. You're going to see it on screen now.
Who else? MG Firearms Training.
For sure.
All your concealed carry, HQO needs. Make sure y'all follow the page. Make sure my dog Manny get y'all right. Rich Crew Apparel, Mike.
Shout out to the young boy.
Trigger Mike. We got to talk
Mike.
about your decorum.
On Instagram, wildin'.
It's all good, though. Shout out to my guy Mike, though. He's still holding it down with the AI robotics. We had to talk, man, because that's a moneymaker right there. I need to get into that coding.
Oh, yeah. Future multimillionaire of the world.
Yes, Lord. So we had to, shout out my mom and dad. Without y'all, I wouldn't even be here.
Shout out my dad, because I'm taking that 50 bands. If it come my way and you getting parked. I'm just telling you now.
And shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. We on episode 9. We had 100 subscribers.
108 right now.
108. Man, let's hit 120.
For sure.
Before episode 10. We need to hit 120. So like, subscribe, share.
Comment that thing, baby. Just like that, we out. It's been PM and Clay, Clay and PM. Great day to be on NSP.